Now we'll do the features of developing economy. Economy of developed and developing countries are separated on the basis of per capita income. So what they are saying, how do we know which country is developed? How do we know which country is developing? Through per capita income. That is the money that is earned by individual people. As per the World Development Report in the year 2004 of the World Bank, countries having income less than $735 are categorized as developing nations. So according to World Bank, those countries whose income is less than 735 are included in developing nations. Following are the features of developing nation. First is large per capita income. National income of developing country is less. So the money that is earned in the country, that is the national income, is less, while population growth rate is high. Okay, population is higher but the money in the country is less. So per capita income remains low. Okay, obviously the money that is earned by one person becomes low. Why? Because there are so many people and so many people are applying for jobs, so many people don't have jobs also. Besides, as per capita income, living standard of the people is low. Now obviously if you are earning less money, your living standard is also very, very low. Population growth. Population growth is high in developing nation. Rate of the population growth is 2% more in these nations. So what they are saying is that in developing nation the population is very, very high, and at the rate at which the population grows is 2% more than any other nations of the world. Dependence on agriculture. Main occupation of the people in developing countries is agriculture. That is, they depend upon agriculture. More than 60% of the population is dependent on agriculture for employment. So for jobs, mainly people are dependent on agriculture. Contribution of agriculture in national income of these nations is about 26%. So what they are saying is that the agriculture's contribution to economy is only 26%. That they only contribute 26% towards national income. Okay. Unequal distribution of income. Unequal distribution of income and factors of production is seen in developing countries. So what they are saying is that some people have lot of money and some people do not have money at all. That is called as unequal distribution of income. This inequality is seen in cities as well as villages. So you will see that even in villages, some people have lot of money, some people have less money. Even in villages, you will find some people have lot of money and some people don't have money. Okay, 20% rich people of the country share 40% of national income, and the poorest 20% people share 10% of national income. So they are saying that the people who are rich, 20% rich people, how much do they contribute towards national income? 40%. And 20% poor people, how much do they contribute towards national income? 10%. This concentration of income and property is seen in the hands of rich people in developing country. So what they are saying, in developing countries, most of the land, most of the money are in the hands of the rich people. Unemployment. Unemployment meaning people don't have jobs. Okay, unemployment may be counted as an important feature of developing countries. In developing countries, most of the people do not have job, they are jobless. In this country, the ratio of unemployment is more than 3% of the total labor. So out of all the people which are there, 3% of our population is unemployed, or that is, they don't have a job. In this country, different types of unemployment may be seen. So in these countries, different types of unemployment may be seen. For example, seasonal unemployment, disguised unemployment, industrial unemployment, etc. Seasonal unemployment એટલે અમુક સિઝનમાં જ તે એ લોકો કામ કરે, અમુક સિઝનમાં એ લોકો ન કામ કરતા હોય. ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ એગ્રીકલ્ચરમાં તમે જોઈ લો, ઓકે, આખા વર્ષમાં તો એ લોકોને ખેતીવાડી ન કરવાની હોય. સો જ્યારે સિઝન હોય ખેતીવાડીની ત્યારે જ એ લોકો કરે. દેટ ઇઝ વાય ઇન સમ સિઝન્સ દે હેવ જોબ, સમ સિઝન્સ દે ડોન્ટ હેવ જોબ. Then next is disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment એટલે એ લોકો જોબ કરે છે પણ એ લોકો actually જોબ નથી કરતા. Like a fake sort of a thing. Okay, and the third is industrial unemployment. Industrial unemployment એટલે ઘણા બધા લોકો ફેક્ટરીઝમાં કામ કરતા હોય છે અને જ્યારે ફેક્ટરીઝ બંધ થઈ જાય ત્યારે they don't have a job. Okay, when the factory is shut, they don't have a job. Moreover, the period of unemployment is very long. The time where they are finding the job is very, very long. Poverty. Poverty is also a feature of developing economy. Poverty means people who are very, very poor. People who are not able to satisfy their primary necessities like food, clothing, shelter, education, and health are called poor. So, people who cannot satisfy basic needs, that is food, clothing, shelter, you can say that they are poor. In developing countries, such people constitute 1/3 of the total population. So, what they are saying is that they have 1/3 of the total population is very, very poor. Dual economy. Dual એટલે બે economy. The economy of developing countries based on dual or mixed system. Dual એટલે બે or mixed system. On one side, backward farming, old machinery, orthodox social structure, less production is seen in villages. So they are saying if you look at a village, they use backward farming. Backward farming એટલે જૂના જમાનાની farming કરે જ્યાં એ લોકો બળદ લઈને ખેતી કરતા હોય. That is called as backward farming. They use old machines. Okay, the machines they don't know how to use the machine. Orthodox social structure. Social structure એટલે they have caste system. They have problems in caste and all those things. And orthodox એટલે very, very strict caste system and all those things are there in villages. Okay. On the other side, there are cities having modern industry, new production process, modern supplements, and modern sophisticated lifestyle. On the other hand, if you see cities, they are very modern. They have good industries, modern industries. They use modern machines. Production rate is nice. Good production is there. Good. They have good machines. They have everything good, and they live a very sophisticated lifestyle. Sophisticated, they live a very, very good lifestyle. Okay, wherein they live in good houses, good bungalows. That is called sophisticated lifestyle. Okay. Insufficient infrastructure facility. Infrastructure એટલે buildings, roads, એ બધું infrastructureમાં આવે. Okay. Crucially, vital infrastructure facilities like education, transportation, communication, electricity, health facility, banking, etc. are less lacking in developing countries, which hinders the development of the nation. So what they are saying is that in developing nations, education, transportation, communication, electricity, health, all these things are not developed. They are still not as good as other nations. Okay, so that is why that is one of the features of developing nation. Next is form of international trade. The structure of foreign trade of developing nation is different. So trade, import, export in the developing countries is different. These countries mainly export agro products and farm products as well as mineral ores. These type of products have less demand and low rate, so less income is gained by exporting these goods. So what they are saying that developing nation mainly what do they export? Their agriculture products or their farm products. They export all these things. They export minerals. Now all these things have very less money value, and that is why the money which they get in the country is very less. Okay. While import includes industrial products and machinery. What do they import from other countries? They import industrial products and they import machines from other countries. As the cost of these products is more, so the expense on import arises. Obviously, તમે બીજા countries આગળથી machines લ્યો, બીજા countries આગળથી તમે industryના products લ્યો, તો એ લોકોની money value high હોય. That is why you are importing what you are importing ના પૈસા તમે જે આપો છો એ વધારે છે, અને જે એક્સપોર્ટથી તમને પૈસા મળે છે એ બહુ ઓછા છે. Thus, as the conditions of foreign trade and adverse, there is increase in foreign debt. So what happens that is why we have foreign debt. Debt એટલે કરજો. Okay, આપણે ઘણો બધી loans લઈ રાખી છે. This is about developing nations in general. Thus, we see the above mentioned features in the developing countries. As India economy is developing, all these features are related to India in greater or later measures. So what they are saying that since India is a developing countries, lot of these features are also the features of our country. Okay, so I'll stop here.